What's up, my friends? It is Danny Gallows, of course, who'd you think it was? And welcome back to another very musical vlog. So guys, today I'm just sitting down right now actually to record a new piece of my next rap track, which is going to be out this Friday. It's an absolute banger. I'm so stoked to share this with you guys. So on Friday, please look out for my brand new rap track. It's coming and it's going to be amazing. But you know, composing my rap tracks always reminds me of lo-fi, obviously, because there's a lot of similarities. So I thought I'd turn on the camera real quick today and just kind of discuss briefly with you guys why I'm not really part of the lo-fi community anymore. I mean, I still obviously use lo-fi components in my songs, but as, for the community as a whole, I'm not really interested in it anymore. And the simplest explanation that I have is that I just really don't enjoy composing music that's not challenging to make. And that's not to say that there aren't, some amazing lo-fi artists out there who put a lot of work into their music. There definitely are a lot of amazing artists, but at least to me, they're few and far between. And to give you guys a perfect example of what I mean, I'll never forget this one time where I was watching this video on how to make lo-fi. It was one of those make lo-fi in 10 minutes. It's super easy to make lo-fi type of videos. And I'll never forget reading this comment underneath the video where this guy was really excited that this creator had put this video out showing how easy it was to make lo-fi because he didn't have to learn anything about music theory now. Oh, thank you so much. I don't have to delve into music theory and learning all about music composition and all this stuff because now I can see how easy it is to make lo-fi. What do you mean you don't want to learn? You don't want to learn about music, but you want to play music? That's literally the equivalent of someone aspiring to be a chef but not wanting to learn anything about food. Like, it literally doesn't make any sense. It's like, why are you playing music if you don't want to learn anything about it? And see, that's the problem with the community as a whole, is like, the lo-fi community has become like an NPC musicians community, where it doesn't take any effort to create these things because there's plenty of YouTube videos out there that'll just show you how easy it is to do. And realistically, on a larger scale, there's nothing wrong with that. Because I've always said, we need more artists and musicians in the world than businessmen, right? So anything that involves people in the music making process is always good, right? I'm just saying that I personally don't like to attach myself to that community anymore because I feel like, I don't know, I've just evolved way beyond that point. The main problem with lo-fi today is that it has become too oversaturated and too oversimplified, right? Like, for me, when I'm composing music, I'm always trying to best my former self. I'm always trying to best my last album. Whenever I finish an album, I always immediately make myself dissatisfied with it in some way so that I can always best myself when I'm writing my next album. And with the lo-fi community, the problem is that you don't see much progression. You don't see much evolution. It's just all the same. It's like lo-fi is like traveling in this straight line and nobody cares. There is no progression and evolution in the lo-fi community, or should I say there's very little of it, right? In the lo-fi community, you have to sound the same as everybody else. And that's the key to popularity. That's the key to success in the lo-fi community. And I just don't vibe with that, right? And the Chillhop community is guilty of that too, I remember I used to get so excited for when Chillhop would put out their summer essentials, spring essentials, winter essentials, fall essentials, those awesome playlists that they put together over there, right? But I found myself starting to kind of lose my excitement because I realized that I already knew what 75% of the playlist was going to sound like. You're going to have down-tempo beats, jazzy bass lines, some horn sections, some jazzy guitars. That's about it. And again, I want to be very crystal clear here. I'm not bashing the lo-fi community. It's popular for a reason. A lot of people like it, right? These are just my personal reasons why I don't follow it anymore. Because, the simple fact of the matter is that nothing is worth doing unless it's hard, unless it's challenging. When something stops becoming challenging to you, it's not really worth it to do it, especially as a musician anymore. The thing is you can walk down the long, easy road, the carved out path, if you will, that's already been laid out before your feet and has no obstacles in the way. Or you can walk out into the woods and you can machete your own path. And sure, you'll be lost in the woods and alone for a long time, but that experience of being lost in the woods, macheteing your own path, that's what turns you into a true musician. That's what molds you into a real artist and a master of composition. And even though it is a lonely existence as a starving artist, the experience that I have gained in that solitary life is irreplaceable. Because after a while, all these easy path musicians, right, well, they're going to fizzle out, right? Because they didn't gain any experience. They may have speed, but they don't have endurance. Carving your own path builds you endurance so that no matter what, even when you're 99 years old, you can still sit down at an audio workstation and crank something out because you have all that experience. You take the quick and easy path, it'll gain you fame for a couple of years before you fizzle out, but is it really worth it, right? That's how you separate the real musicians from, well, the posers. So my friends, that's my logic anyway on the lo-fi community and why I personally choose not to be a part of it anymore. But I'm really interested in your opinions. Obviously, now is the best part of the video where all of you guys get to leave all your thoughts and opinions down below in the great white void. Voice your opinions about the lo-fi community. Do you find yourself agreeing with me, or do you find yourself disagreeing with me? Or do you find yourself somewhere in the middle of the road, It's a really, really interesting argument to have, so I'd be really interested and intrigued to see what you guys have to say for sure. But as always, until next we meet, take care guys, and I'll see you guys back here for the next musical vlog very soon. Peace.